Hi everyone, I'm back. All my schoolwork is done, so I'm back on Twitter and I'm back blogging, and I'm so excited. I have some exciting things coming up on the blog. But for today, I'm doing my haul video, and it's going to be for the past 3 weeks since I haven't been doing one and haven't been blogging at all. So I have quite a few books, so bear with me, okay? So for review, from Penguin and Razorbill, this A Temptation of Angels by Michelle Zink. I got a finished copy of it. It's beautiful. I think I requested this in their like Get It First program, and I forgot about it. So it was a very nice surprise to open up my mailbox and see this there. I'm excited to read it. I've heard a lot of great reviews. So I've got that on my to read list. Um, and then I also got an ebook from SAR Publications, Lingering Tide and Other Stories. It's a bit more adult fiction that I'm going to be reading for an upcoming tour. So I'm excited about that. And then I bought quite a few books, for me at least lately. The first is The Catastrophic History of You and Me by Jess Rothenberg. I'm part of a new online book club called Geeks Who Read. This was this month's read, and unfortunately, as you can see, I didn't get through it because of all my schoolwork, but I've just started yesterday, and I'm 52 pages in, and I really like the writing style, and I've also heard great reviews about this one. And then my library every year has 2 giant book sales. I've seen some other posts about the people's libraries giant book sales. It's not as big as that, but it's pretty big for my community, and I love going to them. They always have great prices. Unfortunately, by the time I got there this year, they were quite picked over, but I was still able to find some great deals. So first off, I got Burned by Ellen Hopkins. I read this one recently, but before that, I'd never read any verse novels, and I was always really scared to. And Patricia's particularity, she has been encouraging me to read one, and since April I think is poetry month, I decided I'd just jump right in. And my sister actually really likes these books. This one is actually for her, but she let me read it first before I'm giving it to her for her birthday. And I really, really liked it, and I heard there's a sequel coming out, so I'm going to be looking for that too. Next up, The Body Finder by Kimberly Durting. Heard great things about this one too, so I was excited to pick it up for like $1. And I hope I enjoy this one. It sounds really good. Then, they always have a lot of Jodi Picoult books there, so I'm always adding to my collection. So I got Songs of the Humpback Whale. This one seems a little different than her usual sort of formula where it's like a big controversial issue and then the book discusses that. This one seems a little more mellow. So if anyone has read it, please link me up to your review in the comments. I'd love to read it. And I don't have this pictured because I've already lent it out, but I also got Perfect Match, which I'm excited to read. And this is the last one I got from the book sale, and it's actually the first one I found there. And let me just say, I was so excited. My hand went right to it, and I was like, I gotta get this one. Hardcover of Anna and the French Kiss. I've heard, since I started blogging, I've heard so much about this book. It is such a high review rating on Goodreads. And for, I think, $3, I'm not going to pass it up. So I definitely will be getting that to that one soon. I've kind of moved it up on my list of books to read. And then I've also won a few books in giveaways and been gifted books recently. So the next 2 are from the lovely Brianna at Ethers Ever After. I won a contest from her giveaway. So I got an arc of Born Wicked, and this is really useful because this is May's read for the Geeks Who Read book club, and I've wanted this one since I first saw it advertised. It just sounds great. I love books that are about witches, and it's historical, but it's like alternative history, so I'm really excited to read this one, and I just love that cover. And then she also sent the finished copy of Cinder. I wasn't planning to read this one, um, but then I decided to choose this one because I've read some reviews from people who haven't been into sort of like the fantasy sort of world that this is about, but they read it and they loved it, so I figured I'd give it a chance. Um, Jess and Kat at Sense and Sensibility, I think, or Books and Sensibility, they um, wrote a review that really convinced me to give this book a try. So I'm excited about that. Oh, and Brianna at Ethers Ever After sent along some swag. So I got some bookmarks, some signed swag. Prixis by Casey Neal. I got that a signed bookmark from that, and it's gorgeous. I love the colors. Um, Touch, this is signed. And Last Right, this is also signed. So thank you for that, Brenna. And then from the ever wonderful Patricia at Patricia's Particularity, she has been feeding my Buffy addiction, and she sent along 3 comics that she recently won in a big comic sort of box thing on eBay. So I got the season 8 comics. So this is number 11, A Beautiful Sunset. I love the artwork. And then there's Wolves at the Gate Part 1, which is number 12, and Wolves at the Gate Part 2, which is number 13. And along with that, she also sent this huge baggie of trading cards that she had duplicates of. And I have a few trading cards, but not that many, so I'm definitely excited to add this to my collection. I'll have to show you all my Buffy stuff one day. It's a little scary. And then last but not least, I have some books in from the library. So I had this one on hold, so I think I was the first one to get it. The Book of Blood and Shadows by Robin Wasserman. I think I've only ever read one of her books when I was younger, in that trilogy of like the 7 Sins. But this one has been really high on my, like, I'm really excited for list for 2012. The only thing is I don't like this cover. I think it's the UK cover that I really like, but I'm excited to get into this. I hear the first couple, like the first 100 maybe pages, are a little tough to get into, but I'm usually okay with that. But I've been reading some excellent reviews from like Giselle at Espresso Reads, and yeah, a lot of bloggers are loving this one. And then I just have some audiobooks. The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson I have out, and 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. I always try and get 2 audiobooks at a time in case I don't like the first one. So I'm going to be trying to listen to those. But yeah, that's been my big book haul for pretty much the month of April. And I've got a lot of reading to do apparently, so I'm excited to get to that and not have to do any more school reading. So let me know what you read recently and link it up.